cooler out this evening. I got a little jacket on here tonight, so I was gone for a little walk. Just to get some fresh air. And how you guys doing? Happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's probably about 2 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. Well, Wednesday morning, I guess, officially. And this gets dark around this area. There's no street light here. They're spaced apart quite far. So, see, the other one's way over there. And there's a school up here. But yeah, no, I just figured there's probably some wind noise. I apologize for that. It's a little breezy out here. So with it being, what is it, September 4th? I think that's the date. We're feeling the pressing of autumn. There's some leaves falling. None really around here, but there's another street over there with lots of trees where there's lots of leaves on the ground. And I welcome the fall. I like seasons. I think that some people who live in parts of the world where it's always summer, I just think that would, personally, for me, I'm just used to different seasons, that's all. I think it would get a little monotonous. I like to have change, sometimes, not always, not with everything. Some things I like to stay the same. We're gonna go this way because there's more lights. But as far as the weather goes, I can deal with changes. I like rain, I like sun, I like snow, I like hot weather, cold weather, whatever. So, this is cool. Literally, it's getting cooler out. But it could warm up again too. We could have what we call an Indian summer, where it's cold for a while and you think you batten down the hatches, you take out all your air conditioners and you prepare for winter, and all of a sudden you have like a week of sweltering hot weather and you're like dying. You got to put the air conditioners back in. Stuff like that. We're going to walk out to the busy street here where there's cars and where they can look at me and go, what's that guy doing? Walking around with a camera. But anyway, so happy Homebrew Wednesday. I've got a nice IPA waiting for me back at home there, where we're going to go back in just a few minutes and have a go at that and talk about a couple things. But while we're out here, I just wanted to, your arm gets sore. It's a light camera, but geez. I just wanted to say that, I try to keep people up to date the best I can with Twitter. I don't even use Twitter, actually. But with Facebook and that. But not everybody uses Facebook and not everybody uses Twitter. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, I've got a section on my website, CraigFaraway.com. I'll put the link on the bottom and in the description. There's going to be a box on that website where there will always be a place where I can update you. So if Homebrew Wednesday video is going to be late, or if there's something happening, or my broadcast on Friday has changed, or there's anything's like that, that's where you go. That's where you're going to go for information on things like that. It's not going to be a daily thing. But if you're wondering what's going on, why is something late, how come a video's not out yet, where's Craig, how come he's not broadcasting, blah, 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 that's where the information will be, CraigFaraway.com. Plus you can download my music and stuff there too. It's a simple website. It's very, very basic. I'm not a web designer, so it's very easy for me to keep up to date, and it's just very easy and simple. So it's not a big flamboyant website. Don't expect much. Anyway, that's that out of the way. We're gonna go down here. Now there's going to be cars, and I'm just going to ignore them, and they can ignore me if they choose to. Hopefully a cop stops me, then we can film how I deal with that kind of a situation. And that, so I'm not embarrassed. Who cares? They can look. So I did I kegged that IPA. I told you about it last week, where I did the hop tea. I did a boil, a 15-minute boil with some dry malt extract and some hops, and Didn't think it was going to turn out that great, but I'll tell you, I had a sip of it before I left, and it tasted pretty bloody good. So we'll check that out when we get back. And other than that, I think I'm going to close down here until I get home, because it's hard to hold your arm out this long. It's like putting up a ceiling fan, you know? Your arms get sore. It's like, oh, God. So, but it's a beautiful night out. It's a beautiful night. And I'm just going to take this home. And I'll pick you guys up when we get back into the dungeon, okay? See you in a sec. There. Here we are, back in the old dungeon. Same old, same old. Now, I know what you're going to say when you see this beer, but let me take a swig first. Wow. It's certainly not clear at all. Actually, this is just a sample I took out of the keg. I'm trying to find a place to put it here. It's the one I did last week, and with all the hops and stuff. And it hasn't. That's the thing about adding hops to your, to your batches of well, any beer. But I just did this with a beer kit. It takes longer to clear, especially if you don't put the hops in a bag, which I don't anymore. Usually, you get more flavor out of them if you don't, but you have to wait longer for things to settle. And I didn't use any clearing things like Whirlfloc, but so the thing about it is that this is in a keg, okay, and it's going to get even cloudier probably for the next few glasses, unless I wait a week or two, which I might actually, but for this particular glass it's going to get cloudier if I pour another one after this, because you figure when you put your beer in the keg, the beer goes in. You've kegged your beer. It's all uniformly sort of cloudy, unless you let it clear in the fermenter, which definitely is an option if you want to keg your beer clear. That's a much better way to do it. Then you don't have to deal with this. But I didn't. I did this fermented for a week, and it was finished, and I threw it straight in the keg. And I'm going to let it sit in there for a little while in the refrigerator. But because when you draw beer from your keg, you're drawing it from the bottom of the keg. The sediments, all the stuff slowly starts to sink down, and it clears at the top, and then it slowly goes and it collects at the bottom. So you've got this area at the bottom where it's all sitting there. So of course, when you draw beer from that, you're going to get, this. Okay, you're going to get a cloudy beer. It still tastes okay. This is fine. I'll describe the taste in just a moment. I'll describe it, now, I guess. It's a Cooper's IPA with hops added. It's relatively bitter. It's slightly sweet, and the hops are there. The citrusy. It's actually pretty strong. Hops are pretty damn strong, which is good. They're not too strong for me, but it's also tasting a little muddy, a slight bit what I would call dirty, because there's so much stuff that needs to settle out. Once that settles out, this will be a nice clean IPA style beer, and that will happen hopefully by Friday, which is a couple of days from now. Well, it's Tuesday night right now, but for me, hopefully by Friday it'll be clear, a little bit clear. If not, well, too bad, because this is what I've got for my broadcast on Friday night. So, and it tastes fine. It's fine. It doesn't taste bad at all. Seriously. Anyone who uses hops, who knows you get beer that looks like that, it's just a little bit pungent. It will mellow a bit and be a little more fruity and citrusy, and a little less earthy and green, I guess is the term, when it's a little bit clearer than this. But I'm not, this is not a masterpiece. It's a decent IPA that is part of my pipeline, and I'm enjoying it, and that's really all that matters. Okay, it's good. I like it. Not bad at all. I did do a beer review on two of these New Glarus beers, not these two. These two I actually drank off camera just to enjoy them. They were a gift from me from Urs. And you heard that story last week, how we missed each other accidentally. But that's the... and these were delicious. This one was really nice. I had it the other night before bed. I actually took it to bed with me and had a glass while I lay there, and I went to sleep afterwards. And this one here was absolutely unbelievably fantastic. I couldn't believe how good this one was. I should have reviewed it. It was, if you guys live in Wisconsin, please try this one if you like hoppy beers. It was a black IPA is what they call it. This was sent to me, or it was ordered and sent to me from Pre-Hopped, who's one of my regular viewers, and it's a Munton's Mexican Cerveza. I'm actually going to brew this after this video. I'm just going to do, well, I don't know if I can, because I don't know if I have all the stuff. I might have to wait till tomorrow, so I don't have any dry malt. So I'll have to do it tomorrow. But, so, you know, I usually do the Cooper's one, and he wanted me to try the Munton's one to see what I thought. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I had thought about doing side-by-side, Cooper's and Munton's. I'm not going to do that because I don't want 10 gallons of Mexican Cerveza at this point. I'm happy to try this one, and I'm looking forward to it. But the other one I want to brew beside this one is going to be another IPA or English bitter or something. I'm sort of getting in the mood for some darker beers now, and probably as the winter comes on, I'm going to work my way into the CraigTube porter style stuff and some dark ales and whatnot. So I'm just going to do this. I've had enough of the CraigTube porters enough of the Cooper's Mexican Cervezas that I know what they taste like, and I'll be able to tell you what I think and how they compare when I do that one, which will be, I'll give this a couple weeks, I'd say, probably, before we do a little review on it. So thank you, Pre-Hopped. Very nice fellow he is, for sending me that. And with that, I'm thirsty after that long walk. You only saw part of the walk. I went all over the place. Oh, the hops in there are just really nice. Really good stuff. Saaz and U.S. Goldings, and they're both around 3.5 to 4 alpha. It was a 15-minute hop tea boil with some malt in there for isomerization, and so I got a little bit of bitterness out of the 15-minute one. I just chose the one that smelt more fruity, and I put that one in on the 5-minute. I think it was the U.S. Golding one, but I don't remember. They were just laying around. I just wanted to use them up. This is not something I'm going to do again or whatever, or maybe I will, but I'm getting a new turntable. I finally ordered my new turntable. I can't wait. It's this turntable here that you're about to see. It's the Audio-Technica. It was an LP 120. I think that's the model, but anyways, it's already ordered. I should have that thing probably not this Friday, but next Friday for my broadcast. So a couple weeks from this taping, and I'm really excited. I had two very kind people donate. I did not ask for it. They voluntarily PayPal'd me some. One of them sent some cash, and one of them sent PayPal. Anyways, I don't want to mention names right now, but thank you guys. You know who you are. and I will, mention them when I get the turntable, get it up and running. The turntable is $239 on Amazon US, but when you ship it up to Canada, because it's a US product, there's tariffs and duties and whatever else, and taxes and God knows what else. So it was he wanted $349 for it. The guy at Long and McQuaid, he said $349, and I said, oh, I don't know. I can order it from Amazon for $239 and pay a little shipping, probably about $50 shipping, and get it maybe less than that. So he did some computer. I heard him tapping away on stuff, and he said he'd get it to me for $280, and I can go pick it up. I don't have to ship it. So $280 for this turntable. Still a little expensive for me, but I received $80 donation, so that is fine. I'm getting the thing for $200 plus tax, and that's fine for me. I'm happy about that, and I really do appreciate the help. And again, I didn't ask. I did not even mention. These people just did it, so that's the way that is. And thank you. So I just can't wait. I can't wait to get this new turn. I'm almost not playing any vinyl anymore because I don't want to. I don't want to. I just want to wait. I'll be playing some vinyl on this week's broadcast, Friday. That'll probably be the last time you see this turntable that I've been using. What things go with beer? Pretzels, peanuts. Some people watch football. I guess women, if you're young enough and you're not married like myself. And music. And so Friday night, please join. Come and check it out. We play great tunes. We have a great party there. It's video and audio and chat. And it's fun. And so please check it out. You don't have to sign in if you don't want to. You can just watch. If you want to chat, you can sign in. Now, if there's a technical problem with the network, that's where the CraigFarraway.com thing comes in, okay? If I have to switch networks and go to a different site to broadcast, you'll find that out on CraigFarraway.com. Scroll down a little bit, you'll see the box where it says updates. Boom, that's where it will tell you what's going on with me. If you're ever wondering if there's something wrong, or you haven't seen a video that you thought you would, that's where the messages will be. No Twitter, no Facebook. I mean, I'll do it on those networks anyway, maybe. But it's the CraigFarraway.com thing that's going to tell you what's going on. If there's a problem or a delay or anything like that, that's where your updates will be. Okay? So that's where you should go to check those out. I mentioned that earlier as well. I don't know. I don't have really much else to talk about. I've got to siphon my wine. Did I keep the box for that? Yes, I did. I've got this going right now. It's a California connoisseur of Bergamasque red wine. That's going right now in the fermenter over here. You can't hear it. The airlock is very quiet that I'm using on that one. I don't want to hear the wine airlocks. The beer ones I want to hear. It's like a rhythm. It's like the heartbeat when you're in the womb. You're sitting there or laying there. You hear that thing fermenting away. That the beer's working. It's like. And that's really all we've got going on. I'm going to brew this tomorrow. I'm going to drink this tonight. And I'm going to go and sit and relax and watch some stuff and make myself a grilled cheese sandwich maybe. And I'll see you guys on Friday, and I'll see you on other videos. And I do have other videos. I do have the review for the other two of these coming up. The two that I reviewed. And I also still have the Back to Basics video, which I've been promising for weeks, but I lost it because I told you last week my hard drive, my computer went for a crap and I lost a bunch of stuff. So I will have to re-edit that and get that up ASAP. Okay, that's all. I think I'm out of time. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your kind words and your comments. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I do read them. I don't respond to all of them, but I do read them. And I do appreciate it. Please do say hello in the comment section. I do like to see that. And rate the video if you please. And other than that, that's all I can really ask. Thanks for watching. Cheers. And be safe. Look at the lacing on that. Not bad. Oh, crap. You can't take me anywhere. Jeez.